Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Aaron Jones. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that's complete to Lewis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good. That third down conversion good for 23.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On first down, Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And I think the ball's out. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Get this only up to about the 35. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Now Brees finding Kamara. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Oh, he almost picked him. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line. And it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Throwing is Rodgers. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line.
Their own 14-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
For the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Shotgun now for Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
A gain of 15.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he takes it all the way down to the 22.
Ball carrier.
A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
I can't help but laugh, and the only reason is anytime the backup breaks a big one like that, he's going to be hard to deal with in film, wanting to know why he's not getting starters carries.
That's what he's thinking. Great carry there. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw with Breeze. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. From the gun, it's Breeze. That's complete right around the 8. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Kamara trying again, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Rodgers going up top. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan, 62 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. And, you know, you and I praise tight ends in today's game a lot for being just like a bigger-bodied wide receiver. Boy, a play that long from that position, you just didn't used to see that as much.
No, you were really just counting on the tight end position to catch the football and get what they got on the catch. And now it's the run after the catch that makes him so dangerous. Hard to bring those big guys down when they get rolling.
Couldn't bring him down here. Got into the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Arrows on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe. So
what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Now Austin. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers out of the backfield. This is Aaron Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Rodgers to throw once more. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. The veteran tight end Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. On the return, Deontay Harris. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Breeze. And his pass incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Yards to go.
Failure to connect on 2nd down. That leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Breeze. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. On the ground, Kamara. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
And 9 yards to go.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. snap comes at 1. And now Breeze. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds Cook. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. They struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You don't always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost. So.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Able to find Lazard. And he is going to have the Packers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Rodgers teaming up with Lazard there for a Packer first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers caught on the right side by Adams. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
34-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he does it, it's felt by the rest of the team, and they're feeling it in this one because right now they're trailing.
2-2. Here we go. 58,
On 2nd and 7, Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Dean Lowry. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
3rd and 15.
After the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Breeze. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
First down, New Orleans.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Play action. Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And it'll be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
3 at the 27-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And Lewis has it, the tight end.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Jones, 68 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Crosby with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
Ready, yellow lady, yellow lady.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Packer pressure, and down he goes. As Darius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Throwing on 2nd and long. Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Will Redmond. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defense coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And it's 21-3.
makes the score Packers 21, Saints 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for... And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Intercepted by the Saints. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. One final try here for Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them.
Without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like a finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You're the best. If it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess. You ain't scary to me. I heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Man, I'm walking with some money, man. I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all this losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard Heard them sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't want to bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break about me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch, I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you ain't first, you last. Little boy, that's facts, I'ma grow that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The Browns kicker, Cody Parkey, all set, and off we go from First Energy Stadium. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this out to the 25.
And 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Jacob Phillips.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
31-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
13 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
He's across.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here we go, here we go. 180! 50 the mark, 50 the mark. Hey, gun.
Now Mostert. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns 39. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Coleman, the ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, Mostert, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
To throw is Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Here's Mostert. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Here's Mostert. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Garoppolo looks to throw. To to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
1st and 10.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
The end of the first quarter with the score Niners 3, Browns 0.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The Lions move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Ready? 59 mark, 59 mark. Point it right, point it right, point it right. It's a party now. It's a party now.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper down. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flowing around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Jason Verrett brought him down. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
On the carry.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the Niners' 22-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Mayfield to throw it. Fourth down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
The kick by Parkey is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
At the 16-yard line, the Niners take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Mostert, and he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Niners on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And James has it. Touchdown, 49ers. Richie James, 71 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And it is up.
The kick is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
Browns 3. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up 2nd.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mayfield looks to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing, Mayfield. Looks for Beckham again. This time he finds him. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he'll take a shot here. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
A gain of 29.
They got 29 yards that time.
Another Browns first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 49ers' 3-yard line.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal.
Watch the run, watch the run. 59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59.
To throw, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Mayfield finding Odell Beckham with a touchdown pass. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Cody Parkey lining up for the extra point.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
27 yards there, a first down.
44-yard line.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he's got some space here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns have moved out in front. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made that time by Kevin Johnson. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game.
Number 24.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Mayfield now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Hey, alert 33. Alert, 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 alert. 54. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds Beckham, complete. For a 1st down, Cleveland, Mayfield to Beckham.
And a key number on that play, 3.
1st and
3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mayfield being chased out left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
Brought down at his own 6-yard line.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's James.
Garoppolo.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
A gain of 21 yards. And a 49er first down.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert.
Garoppolo.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
on play action. Now Garoppolo.
33-yard line.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Running the counter with Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo throwing middle, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
To number 85.
George Kittle, 47 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Browns drive about to get started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to... And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
At the 49-yard line.
Here we go. Check, check. Lucky. Check, 21. I got you.
This is Mostert. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Got a man on the right sideline. It's James. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Here we go. 20. 21.
Coleman. And some space here. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. 25 yards. And the 49ers have moved down in front.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers to the start of the fourth quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The fourth quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. Good. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40.
They'll drop the throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs, needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game. Exactly the formula they need.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd.
Picked off by Kwan Williams. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Robbie Gould lining up for the point after.
A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
At the 27-yard
To
line.
throw again on second down. Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper.
Fields pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 47-yard line.
And again, it's Mayfield. Going deep here for Landry. And it's caught at the 10. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are back within a score. Now Parkey for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Niners 31, Browns 24.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And they, in fact, will throw it. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And the 49er first down.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. Room here to run. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Made the tackle. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Browns' 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Down to a knee goes Garoppolo, and that ought to do it.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the 4th quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee.
Today's final score, Niners 31.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you